Hey guys, so today we got some very unfortunate news. I learned earlier on in the day that Carrie Fisher has passed away at age 60. I honestly feel very compelled to make this video because this death it really impacted me. And 2016 has not been a good year. It's been a very bad year for a lot of reasons. Depending on your political views, a certain person got elected this year. We've had a ton of very disappointing films, but I think the worst thing that's happened is the amount of celebrity deaths. We've had David Bowie, Alan Thicke, Muhammad Ali, Gary Shandling, John Glenn, Prince, Alan Rickman, Kenny Baker. I feel very upset that these many actors have died this year. May they all rest in peace. But Carrie Fisher, man, this one really hit home. Now, when I reviewed Rogue One, I tried to explain my history with Star Wars, so I'm going to emulate that to you guys. When I was 7 years old, I first watched Star Wars, and for me, it's the film that got me into the world of filmmaking. I feel like I would not be the same person talking to you guys about movies had it not have been for Star Wars. It made me start to question who directed the movie, who wrote it, who were the actors, and that was what led me to discovering IMDb. And from there on out, that's when I started discovering more movies, when I started looking up different actors and looking up what movies they've been in. So to see one of the three main leads of the most impactful film in my life tragically die, that was extremely upsetting. She had a severe heart attack on a plane coming back from promoting a new movie. And everyone was trying to tell us that she was fine, but I guess that really just wasn't the case. I know that she was in intensive care, but I didn't know that she was going to die. Princess Leia is that character that young girls and young women can really relate to in Star Wars. She was someone who needed to be rescued, but she could handle herself in many of the battles, and I really appreciated that she wasn't just the typical damsel of distress. But I want to talk about some of Carrie's other works and what she's done outside of the filmmaking career that she has, because I think that's also really impactful to her death. If you guys have ever seen The Blues Brothers, that is not only one of my favorite films of all time, but I think it's one of my top 5 favorite comedies ever. Her name is literally listed as Mystery Woman. We don't know who her name is. We know that she has this connection to John Belushi's character towards the ending of the film, but it's never explained how she's able to acquire these weapons of mass destruction that she uses throughout the movie. A lot of people might not know this, but I know that the majority of people know that Carrie Fisher is the daughter of famous actress Debbie Reynolds, who is actually still alive and well. And she's of course known for starring in Singin' in the Rain, which is a phenomenal film. I like the fact that she was able to really distance herself away from her mother. I felt like that was very strong on her part. I think she did a great job as a supporting role in Hannah and Her Sisters. That's one of Woody Allen's best movies. It's also got Michael Caine in it. It's a very good movie, and I think that she did a great job in that film. But I also really like her in the movie called The Burbs, which the movie itself I think is fine, but her performance was a standout, and of course it's got Tom Hanks as well. She also starred in the movie Soap Dish, also having a supporting role, and she also had an amazing cameo as a therapist in the first Austin Powers movie. That was hilarious.
Say hello to Scott and his father, Mr. Avil?
Evil. And then, of course, she reprised her role again as Princess Leia in Star Wars The Force Awakens last year. So Carrie Fisher never really had the biggest movie career because we really know her for Princess Leia, and most of her other roles were more supporting roles or very small roles. But something that Carrie Fisher has been able to do that none of the other Star Wars actors have done is to really translate her life experiences into novels. She's always been known for being very vocal about everything she does. The most recent novel she wrote, I think, was called The Princess Diarist. And the most recent discovery made about her was that she had an affair with 33-year-old Harrison Ford. But I think we can all respect the fact that Carrie was always very open about her personal stuff. She never really wanted to keep anything contained. She didn't want to lie. I just think it's very upsetting to see one of my favorite actresses die because she was so impactful to Star Wars. And as we know, Star Wars was so impactful to me. So naturally, it really hurt. It actually did. It really punched a hole in my gut. It really did. I hope that Carrie Fisher will rest in peace and the Force will always be with her. She will always be my princess. She'll always be known as Princess Leia in my mind, and I think in most people's minds. But I have two last things I want to discuss before I wrap up this video. The first thing I want to mention is that there is a tribute video in the works for Carrie Fisher, because I feel like she absolutely deserves that. I'm going to be making a video going throughout her entire career, showing photos and of course clips from movies. And second is that I've started a Rogue One analysis, and I actually got a nice Rogue One poster right there. But I've started working on an analysis for that movie and why I personally really like it, why I think it changed Star Wars. But I've decided that either at the beginning or the end of the video, I'm going to dedicate it in Carrie's memory, because I feel that that's going to be the best outlook for it. So on a positive note, because this is a very upsetting video for me to make, I did see two films today. Those films were Jackie and La La Land. You're going to see reviews for those coming up very soon. I enjoyed both of those movies quite a lot. I'm going to have a lot more reviews coming this week, and I hope you guys all had a Merry Christmas. It's just, this death was just very, very upsetting to me. So if you guys thought the same way about Carrie Fisher, and it really was a punch to the gut, please tell me what you thought in the comment section below. Make sure to give this video a like and click that subscribe button. Guys, thank you so much as always for watching. This was a very, very upsetting video for me to make, but my main hope is that 2017 is going to be a much better year where we don't have all these celebrity deaths. This year was just very upsetting, disappointing, but I hope next year is going to be better. Guys, thank you so much. Stay tuned.